This boy was celebrating his first birthday. His parents gave him a small toy car, which he really liked. However, when he turned it over, he saw that another name was written on it. His mom was a little embarrassed and explained that they couldn't afford a new car, so they had bought a second-hand one. The boy wasn't upset because he knew his family was quite poor. His clothes came from donations, and when his shoes got torn, they couldn't afford to buy new ones. At school, the other kids would make fun of him. As he grew older, he decided that he would change his fate through education so that he could give his parents a better life. He got admission to a famous university, but soon, his father became seriously ill. To raise money for the operation, he dropped his studies and secretly started working at a construction site. To get paid quickly, he even begged people for work. After many sacrifices, he had saved up $1 million. But then the doctor informed him that his father's condition had worsened, and now an urgent operation was required, costing $5 million. The boy was devastated. Just then, he saw an advertisement on a wall. In order to save his father, he sacrificed everything and gathered the money, giving it to his parents. They were very emotional, but he never told them that he had put his own health at risk. After he left, the mother asked the father why he had never told them that they were the richest people in the country, and that their son had endured so much pain all these years. The father replied that he would tell him everything after the adopted son's birthday, even though it was also the real son's birthday, which they deliberately ignored so that he could become strong. That night, the parents took their adopted son to a luxury hotel. Unbeknownst to them, their real son was working there as a waiter to cover his father's medical expenses. The boy was shocked when he saw his parents at that high-class place. To confirm, he called his mom, and she answered the phone right in front of him. At that moment, he realized the truth, and his heart shattered. He remembered how, a few days earlier, he was scolded the man at the construction site, not knowing he was his father's employee. It all turned out to be a cruel test. A deep hatred for his parents filled him, who had allowed him to live in poverty, humiliation, and sickness for over 20 years. Suddenly, the adopted son ordered him to serve wine. The boy curiously asked his father why they had faked the illness. That's when he found out that his father was never actually sick. He had sacrificed his health for no reason. Hearing this, the glass slipped from his hand. The adopted son insulted him, saying he couldn't even pay for his shirt unless he drank the entire bottle. The hotel manager intervened, trying to drink the wine on his behalf, but was pushed away. The mother also humiliated him, saying he didn't even know how to apologize. The boy retorted that his entire year's salary wouldn't even buy their clothes, and one bottle of wine wouldn't erase his mistakes. He then grabbed a strong liquor bottle to drink. The manager tried to stop him, saying he couldn't drink because of his health, but the boy responded that his life was like a toy, controlled by others at will. The people sitting there looked at him with pity. Just then, his father threw a credit card at him, saying there were $50 million on it. The boy remembered how he had worked since school to help his family, and now this one card could change everything. The adopted son said that unless the boy kneeled before him, he wouldn't get anything. The boy refused, and was slapped. The manager tried to protect him and expose the disability secret, but the adopted son didn't stop and ripped off his mask. At that moment, the father said that he would call his son to tell him the operation was successful. But just then, a phone rang in the boy's pocket.